Once, our estate was the envy of this land.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Darkest Dungeon here on Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host Max. I hope you guys are enjoying the series and you will finally decide to, I don't know, maybe subscribe so I know that what I'm doing here matters to not only me, as I definitely want to keep on improving my overall skills of video editing and putting out more and more decent content. So, since the previous episodes were really long, since I've been talking a lot because we were still unlocking the town and there were lots of things which I wanted to discuss, how about we just, I don't know, embark on a dungeon. Now, we are facing an interesting choice here. The first cove raid is for level 3 heroes. Now the maximum which we sort of have for now is level 2. So we are definitely not qualified to venture out here. However, in the ruins, we can finally battle our first enemy boss. In this case, it's the Necromancer. I will leave some details about the Necromancer in the description of the video, possibly. It just all depends based on what will I do on this episode. So let us see what are the possibilities for us to venture out on. So, in the world, we can get 3000 gold, 2 busts, and abomination trinket. Oh, thank you. 3000 gold, 3 crests, houndsman only. 3000, 2 portraits, once again abomination. 4500 for 6. And this is for basically anyone. And it's a pretty damn good trinket, especially if you're going to, let's say, places like Wealth or Warrens, where you have the mutated picks, as some of them cause bleeding and some of them cause blight. So yeah, this can be a really decent thing. Abomination only, busts, and so we have both busts and crests. I don't know. Let me think. Do I want to spoil you guys and show you the first boss battle already? Or do I show you another short raid? You know what, screw it. There is actually an achievement that if you take the original game without the courtyard, color of madness, and the other junk or DLC, if you finish the game within the 99th week, you get a specialized achievement. So let us go for the Necromancer. The heroes which we are utilizing here, I'm gonna adjust one thing. So we're gonna invest into the armor, since we're heading or fighting the boss finally. And we're gonna upgrade some talents. It will be talent number 1. And yeah. So in the previous episode I obviously talked about keeping certain amount of money always available in your account. So you should always have some sort of backup in case your dungeon raid is not successful as well. As sure, you need to go then on the next dungeon raid into your savings and you have lost 4 heroes. However, you are at least sure that on the next raid you will have some provisions. So let's see if we have some decent trinkets. Nah, nothing I would really want to equip for them. So screw it. Let's head in and kill the Necromancer.
Mastery over life and death was chief among my early pursuits. I began in humility, but my ambition was limitless. Who could have divined the prophetic import of something as unremarkable as a twitch in the leg of a dead rat?
So whenever you will encounter a boss, Wayne will tell you an important piece of the story which was not shared actually in the intro video, which you can watch in the first episode, which I uploaded for this channel. Now here you see that this is only the first out of 3 encounters with the Necromancer, meaning next one will be level 3 engagement and the third one will be level 6 engagement. Each time the dungeon will be much larger and the enemies which you will be facing are that much harder, meaning till you get to the Necromancer himself, you can already be facing quite the damage done or stress done to your heroes.
A devil walks these halls. Only the mad or the desperate go in search of him.
Alrighty, so let us adjust the talents of our men before we start the engagement. This seems to be fine. This seems to be fine as well. So most likely the Necromancer is all the way up here. Okay, that was a lucky dodge. Good job, Doctor. Now, I could have taken more food with me, but then we would be left with really small amount of money available to us. And since we are left with 340 gold anyway, it was kind of idiotic to take 2 more stacks of food or something.
Begone, fiend! A death by inches. Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Alrighty, in 2 rounds we have dealt with all the
Foolish horrors.
Skeletons.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
Interesting. What's here? Day 4. The road to this damned hamlet was a tricky one, both to find and to travel. When it revealed its ruined face, I swore I had never seen such neglect. Some buildings collapsed, and uncaring residents fidgeting uselessly. Damn. Okay, we're not taking this, but this also tells you some
Glittering
stories.
gold, trinkets and baubles.
This is really good.
Paid for in blood.
Alrighty, free torch. Now, one of the classes, and this is kind of a spoiler, which is the Antiquariate, is a specialized hero who can stack more gold and collect specialized sort of gems on the travels. When you have her in your party, even if you're collecting torch, make sure she is the hero selected to interact with the curio. You have 80% or something chance that you will not only get a torch,
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
but also some gold. And I'm proud of our Crusader for not acting kleptomaniac as of now. Okay, now this is a little more difficult. Both of the Courtier and Acolyte can cause some issues. We have on both of them 78% chance to hit them, as they have high speed and dodge. Okay. Successful. So next round the Acolyte is definitely dead. Now I will use the Crusader to actually heal his stress and not bother with attacking. As I unfortunately missed the Courtier, and any help with stress
Unforeseen.
is definitely advantageous. As you see, the guy is targeting our Plague Doctor.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Let's get rid of this. And this guy. Fortunately, the bleed did not activate. Let's take a look more at the stress. Wonderful. Also, some of the talents can increase your light if you are successful. However, as stated in one of the previous episodes, I cannot keep spamming over and over again the same talent on one hero.
Another one falls. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Now the fun thing is that by the time we will get to the Necromancer, we will have some supplies gathered. So it will be that much.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Bad for us if we were to lose all the already gathered goodies. Damn it, I hate these spiders. They are always super fast and hard to hit. Yep.
Confidence surges.
This is why I went with the riposte. He will not go this turn. Let's see if we can go for them. Wonderful, he's dead.
Mortality
Crusader
clarified
is
in a single strike.
marked. But he will die, so we should be perfectly fine.
Back to the pit.
And this is the end of this engagement. And we will pop a torch before we enter the next room.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
So since our backpack is getting full of all the collectibles, and I do want to keep them, here we are facing a quite funny situation. We can either take the onyx or the emerald instead of the citrite. Each of these can be stacked until certain amount. However, I would require 3 citrite in order to have the same value as 1 emerald. So there's nothing to think of, and let us proceed further.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
So the goal will be here to kill the courtier.
Executed with impunity.
That was amazing. The reason why I want to clear out the stress dealing enemy is that the altar can actually benefit our plague doctor and dramatically reduce his stress level.
A momentary abatement. Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. A momentary abatement.
And that is the end of the engagement.
Destroy them all.
Wonderful. And look at
These
that!
nightmarish creatures
Sapphire.
can be felled. They can be beaten.
I'm gonna probably leave the medicinal herbs here. I'm gonna take the bus. I'm gonna take the gold. And here we will... Wonderful. So the stress has been removed or reduced quite a lot. I think it's holy water. And he now is buffed. Damn it.
Watch your step.
So there are special classes, such as the Bounty Hunter or the Grave Robber, who are perfect for disarming the traps. If you take both of them into your party, they can be really great. And here we are facing Madman, one of the enemies I try to prioritize even before the freaking courtier. The reason why is this bastard deals AoE stress damage, meaning all your heroes can be afflicted, and he usually has quite the high dodge and speed. So it's quite annoying trying to get rid of his dumbass.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Okay.
The ground quakes. Masterfully executed. Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Now the funny question is, do we want to stack up additional gold, which we actually do require, or do we want to keep one portrait, as we don't have that many of them? Or do I want to get rid of the dark bracelet? If you think I did something wrong, leave it in the comment section. I'm definitely looking towards your tips. I could have gone for the other bone warrior or skeleton. However, I rather make sure that 2 enemies die in one round rather than make sure one will die, one will have really small health. Wayne, I'm trying to say something. And the third one would either survive with full health, or again, one will be with lesser health, so we would remain with 1 dead enemy, 2 skeletons alive, both dealing additional damage to us, possibly hitting or missing our heroes. Oh come on, I want the deeds as well. Let's see what awaits us here. Okay, so Courtier is dead. Now we go for Arbalist. He's dead as well. Meaning only the Soldier will survive the first round. And I know my heroes are suffering with some missing HP. However, I rather kill them all really fast rather than try wait out the battle, keep healing my heroes, and possibly receive more damage.
This expedition at least promises success.
Okay, now it's starting to get annoying, but I can sacrifice 75 gold. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Why is there a secret door at the start? Okay, so let's pause this so our light won't go down. Secret doors are something which occurs every now and then on a map. This is a hidden room with a small chest, for which, if you do not have the skeletal key, you can receive some good trinkets and possibly some jewels. However, if you do have the skeletal key, it's highly possible you will have inside 3 specific jewels, each worth around 4,500 gold. Meaning just the chest itself, if we would have the skeletal key, would be worth almost all the raids we've done so far. So this is where the backtracking in the game comes to play. We still need to get to the Necromancer, defeat the Necromancer. If I would run into any curio or stash or supplies which would provide me with the key, I will most likely take it and see if I can backtrack to the secret room. If not, and we would have some really high damage or stress dealt to our heroes, screw the secret room. You guys will be at least happy by watching me struggle with the first boss battle and not die with full inventory while I try to backtrack to a goddamn room in the start of the damn map. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Why couldn't it been like here or something? Damn it. And we're also running low on food. Not good.
Impressive.
And these spiders are sometimes really hard to deal with.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Okay, this engagement definitely took much longer than I would have appreciated. Also, we have some debuffs, but we should be able to survive for now. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, seems to be working. Damn it to hell, not that thing again. Thank God we don't have anyone with curious quirk, because if they would have interacted with that thing, oh, we are done for it. Iron Maiden, we don't have the medicinal herbs. We're gonna also start to run low on light. However, in this room I will definitely camp before we head and interact with the Necromancer. This will fill out the remaining health, and possibly we will get some boost for our heroes.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
What's making me mad is that we have only 4 units of food left. And this is the icon of the boss room. Usually it's not so straightforward. In the later game you can actually have quite a lot of backtracking as you can have a choice of all these rooms going to the right side. However, to the left side you would have the same identical choice. And if you would have chosen, let's say, the left one, and you would go all the way to the end and you would find out that the boss is not there, you would have to backtrack and then clear out all the remaining rooms. So yeah, fun stuff.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
So welcome to our first encampment. It always starts with utilizing how much provisions you want to provide to your men. We're gonna prevent the ambush, which costs us 4 points. Now, the time points are displayed up in here. You usually have a certain amount of these points, and later on in the game you can unlock some buildings in your town which increase or reduce the cost of these talents, meaning you can do much more. As for example, here, clearing guns will increase your accuracy, your damage, and your crit chance, so I will go for it. I will also reduce the stress for the Plague Doctor, and we still have 2 points to be utilized, so what the hell. And let us rest. We should not be ambushed. Fingers crossed.
The light, the promise of safety.
Okay. So, the fun thing is, if we want to deal with Necromancer, he always summons skeletons in front of him. And the more turns it takes for you to keep hitting him successfully, the more skeletal warriors he will spawn in front of him, meaning he will eventually get to the 4th position of the enemy grouping. This is why I took so many ranged units as well. Now, he is, however, weak to the stun. So if I would to, let's say, remove the Holy Lance and take the stunning blow, there is a high chance that before his turn, if Renault's speed would be higher, we can stun the Necromancer, meaning he cannot summon support, and we can deal additional damage to him for 2 rounds, as he's the single target in the enemy's grouping. So let's hope this strategy will work. Fingers crossed, nothing is promised. This game is punishing.
Towering, fierce, terrible, nightmare-made material.
And as you see, he has also a lot of HP. Yep, first enemy is here. Since he's only in the 2nd position, we cannot actually even hit him with the Plague Grenade, as stacking up Blight on the skeletons is one of the most efficient ways to deal with him. Since I stun him, no more support for him this round, so we keep targeting him despite the skeletal warrior being in front. The 2nd stun would not succeed, so we hit the Necromancer over and over again. And we have finally reduced him by the 2nd round below 50% of his health. And by utilizing Repose as well, we can deal even additional damage to him. Finally, we can stack up some Blight. We can attack the Necromancer more and more. We can heal the Highwayman a little bit. Now, the reason why I am prioritizing the Necromancer is simple. If we kill him, all the other skeletons which have been summoned by him will die. So,
with no living sinew to act actuate them? Will these walking bones finally fail?
And now I will most likely experience a negative effect of backtracking in a long dungeon. This is due to the fact that, sure, we have cleared out the path, but in the meantime, new enemies could have spawned. Possibly, sometimes, not that more often, traps. Usually you can run into more enemies on your way back. Now the thing which I'm more worried about is me not having any additional food. The trinkets which we collected are fine, but I'm not happy about them. Most likely we'll eventually sell them. But I want to see if I can show you the secret room. That way this would be one kick-ass episode. Ah, you see, the trap has reappeared. And here we suffer
of steel and war, but nary a thought given to the plow.
The damage from both health and stress increase because we don't have provisions. And it's most likely we can receive this effect once more. So definitely having the 2 stacks of food or the additional supplies would be beneficial, but we were kind of broke, or I was kind of broke, because I tell you in one episode to not spend too much money, and then I freaking go ahead and spend all my money. So
no force of will can overcome a failing body.
Yeah. This is why this is not your professional walkthroughs, people. There are other channels which show you breakdown of the specialized classes, all the possible talents. I just utilize the stuff which I've learned over the years playing this game. And the battle. Yep. And a surprise, wonderful. Okay, so since he has only 6 HP, I will definitely try to heal him, as if he will be targeted, he can end up by the death's door due to us not having sufficient provisions, and I don't want to achieve that. So yeah, death's door.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Just don't give me one more hunger attack. I really need to get to the secret room. Damn it, there's... oh no, we should make it... okay. Damn it. So because we did not have the key, the things which are found in the treasure chest are quite the trash. But we're gonna get rid of the shovels and the anti-venom, as these things are only worth like 15 or something gold when you sell them back, and the jewels will be of a much higher value. If you don't want to wait for all the countdown of all the items which you have collected throughout the dungeon, you can of course click, and this will speed up the calculations for you. So yeah, since this video was a bit longer due to me backtracking and showing you what the death's door is, I do apologize. However, you know the drill. If you like what I do on the channel, click subscribe or like. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know that what I do here is entertaining for you, as it gives me a constructive feedback on what series should I prioritize and also I will try to put up some more content possibly on the channel and see if I will be able to maintain a steady stream of uploads throughout the following weeks. If not, I do apologize. But yeah, that will be all for this episode. I definitely do hope you guys did enjoy it. We did see the first battle with the boss.
In blood and delusion. He bears the burden of 1,000 lifetimes.
And like I said, I will see you next time on the channel. So in the meantime, have lots of fun, wish you all the best, and I will see you next time on my channel. Bye bye.
The thrill of the hunt. The promise of payment.